Hello, you guys. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm still having such a hard time getting up early. I definitely feel the time zone change, but I have to get over it because tomorrow we have to go to the gym before work. So I think it's also because I haven't forced myself to get up and out first thing, that it's I could sleep another hour turns into an hour and a half. So this week we're going to be working on getting back to the 5 a.m. mornings. Also, it is the most perfect spring day out. I opened my windows and I was like, oh, it's warm, fresh air. I might have to go work outside. I have a lot of work to do today between my actual job and just catching up and getting some work done from stuff that I missed over the last week being out. And then also I have to edit Utah vlog and start editing this vlog. And I think I have a full vlog before Utah that I never edited. So I have basically 3 videos to work on. I have some stuff to work on for my church. It's gonna be a real big computer day. So days like today where I'm like, oh my goodness, I have a lot of work to do. We're going to change locations. We're going to change scenery. This morning, I'm not going to move because I have a meeting at 11, ? Let's check. I usually know my schedule, but because I was out, I have major vacation brain. So I'm like, what's my schedule? When do I have a meeting? Which is really good that I have this much vacation brain because sometimes I will check my work email. I know. Sometimes I will check my work email while I'm away just to see what's going on, to keep one foot in that door. But this past week, I didn't check at all, which is great. So I do have a meeting at 11 and a meeting at 1:30, which isn't terrible. And then I have to make sure I do something. I literally blocked my calendar at 4:30 to remember what to do. So it's not too bad. It's not terrible today. Usually I have one meeting in the morning and one meeting in the afternoon. Sometimes it's more than that, but this week it's still pretty quiet. Yes, I do have a lot of computer work to do today, and I like when I don't have a lot of meetings and a lot of computer work because I can get into a good flow. If I have multiple meetings, it's really hard for me to get into a flow and then break the flow for a meeting and then start all over again. So that being said, today's going to be one of those days where I don't know how much I'm going to vlog, especially with work being busy. I can't really do too much about that. But later tonight when we go to a coffee shop to work, I'm going to be filming that, of course. And you'll get bits and pieces throughout the day. I'm trying to be better about always having this thing. It has to be attached to my hand basically, because that's the best way that I can vlog in public and just vlog everything. Even in Target yesterday, I walked in and I was like, I have to have this in my hand. It looks a little silly. I mean, I think it does, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think anybody notices or anybody really cares. I'm not holding it up to their face and being like, haha, you're in my vlog. It's just little things. So I'm trying to get better at that. And I think Utah was definitely a big help of just filming everything, walking into a restaurant, taking pictures of the food, just filming everything. So I'm excited to get more comfortable with vlogging. And oh yeah, in the gym, I'm taking videos there. I didn't take any videos yesterday because I went with Dan and I was like, no, this is just quality time together. So all right, enough yapping. I'm surprised this isn't 10 minutes long. It's only about 5. It's only about 5. So I'm gonna get my day started here. We're gonna go for a walk later. That's definitely on the menu because it's so nice out. So nice out. But I have to definitely drink some more of this. Back on my black coffee. Yesterday I did have almond milk, but that was just a little treat. We're back to black coffee. But all right, now I'm really just yapping because there's no brain activity up here yet, so I will see you guys later. You guys, it is so incredibly nice out. Oh my gosh, I we're gonna have a windows down moment here because it is so nice out. Finally, it's feeling like spring. I'm taking my break to go to the library because I have a book due today and I want to be a good library patron because I've had this book out for a while. It's renewed twice and nobody's wanted it. So I was like, well, I'll get to it eventually. And then I just haven't gotten to it and it's due today. I can no longer renew it. So I was like, you know what? It's not meant to be. Let me just return this. And I have some other books too that I really want to try to get to. And I know before I went to Utah, I was talking about wanting to do like a library book vlog, like reading all the library books that I have out. I just don't think that's going to be feasible. There's so much that I need to catch up on and read. I'm so behind on my reading goal, which is fine. Like, it's been a busy year so far, and I just haven't really been doing like a ton of reading, honestly. So I might have to just return those books and then take them out when I'm like ready for them. I kind of took them out because my coworker, a colleague of mine, she recommended them to me, and I was like, yeah, like I'm going to read them. And then I've just been like, I've had such a backlog of books that I haven't gotten around to them. I've gotten around to one so far, which is Rings of Fate by Melissa de la Cruz. So 30% into that. We're not going to listen to it right now. I'm really in like a music mood, and I've really been into like not indie rock, but not like indie, I don't know. It's like I would say it's more like definitely a stomp and holler type of mix, but not, I don't know. Like, think of bands like the National Parks. I think I was saying this in a Utah vlog. I was discovering some new music. I'm listening to a Utah road trip playlist because missing it. Definitely missing it. So we're going to listen to that now. I'm going to roll down the windows a little bit more and get to the library. Oh, we're also going to go to Vitamin Shop because the one thing that I'm really good at is using up all my ingredients before I go on a trip. And then coming back from the trip, I have absolutely nothing. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, so we got to go get protein powder because I'm not having eggs. I don't want eggs. I've had eggs like all week last week when I was in Utah. I want something different, so we got to go pick up some protein powder, come back here, make some oatmeal, and eat because I am rather hungry. People, let's do a little bit of a haul. Also, don't mind my lovely tan lines from Utah. I was wearing my sunglasses a lot. Didn't put sunscreen on. First things first, I always pick up these, my newest obsession. I found these originally in Utah. I knew they like were there, but I never tried them. Tried them, obsessed, need them in my life always. And the main thing we were going for was protein powder. I am a big fan of Ghost protein powder, and I was going in there originally to pick up the Chips Ahoy one because that's the one I really like. But then I saw this brand and I was like, wait, a whole bunch of the like bodybuilder girlies that I follow on YouTube, they talk about this brand all the time. This one and another one called My Protein. So I was looking at this one and I was like, wow, this flavor looks really good. So I compared the macros, and because this is going to become my new personality trait for a couple weeks, so I apologize in advance. Because I'm starting a cut literally on Monday, I was like, I gotta like make sure I pick a good protein powder. It doesn't have too many carbs or too many fats. Like, I need something good that still has a lot of protein. So this brand is Axel and Sledge. I've seen so many people talk about this one. It's farm-fed whey protein. The flavor is sweet cream cold brew, and I figured because I literally just make like, with my Nespresso pods, I finally realized that I could make a cold brew. Like, it comes out as like a cold brew concentrate and then you add water to it. That's literally what I drink now. This is 100% whey isolate protein, 17 milligrams of caffeine from real coffee. So I was like, all right, it's got caffeine in it. I really want to start getting into making like protein coffees. So I figured, why not with this flavor? And 25 grams of protein, 28 servings. This whole container was $56.99, which, break it down, I feel like the price of protein is just steep in general. So $56.99 for, how many servings did I literally just say? 28 servings. It's like $2 a day. And if I'm gonna keep making coffee at home, like, I don't know, I think it's worth it. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is get a bigger glass put this in there. Or I might make like a blended, maybe I'll use the blender and make like a blended coffee. That's gonna be more like time efficient. So we're gonna do that. Make like a blended coffee with this and my coffee that I do have and some more ice. I don't think I'll need milk. I think it should be okay. So let's just do a little science experiment and see what happens.
We'll look to the mountains. We don't care if it's
the scooper was right on the top. So we already know that this is a good company.
now little by little.
Okay, so you're probably thinking like, Serena, that's not breakfast. I know. It's not breakfast. I do have a meeting, so I don't have time to make breakfast. I don't do this often, so I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be okay. I'm getting 25 grams of protein, having my coffee. I will have a good lunch and in a good like lunch part too. So I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, just back to being home. This came out thick. The volume is wild, absolutely wild. Originally it was filled up to here and now I have all this. So let's try this. It's just like too thick to get into the straw. Hold on. Yeah, that's really good. The coffee flavor plus my coffee is strong. The sweet cream, not really tasting it too much, but I'm just like looking at the side to see. Yeah, I don't really taste the sweet cream, but that's okay. My coffee that I made before had stevia in it. I don't taste that in here either. I could 100% get used to this. This is so good. So I'm gonna sip on this, clean up, and then I have a meeting in a couple of minutes. So gonna go sit through that and then we're gonna go for a walk. I might even put shorts on. It's that warm out, which is nuts. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a shorts walk. Do we wanna go walk in the preserve? All right, I gotta think about that, but we might go walk in the preserve and walk on the trail because I just miss walking on the trails and hiking. So, all right, let me get this organized and situated. I'll see you guys after my meeting. Hello, party people. We're back in the car because I decided that to feel something, I miss the mountains and I miss landscape. Living in the suburbs, there's nothing here. So I'm driving over to the local park and I'm gonna walk through what we call the preserve. Some people call it hiking. It's a path. So I'm going to go walk over there and just be surrounded by the trees and by nature. So that way I can feel something as if I am not on Long Island and I'm in nature somewhere. So that's what we're going to do for my lunch break. And I'm going to probably walk for like 45-ish minutes. Try to get like 2 miles in. That's the goal. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Hold on, I gotta open this. 2 miles is the goal. It's probably going to be like, hopefully just over 2. Yeah, I think 45 minutes is good for just over 2 miles. So let's go head over to the park. It's actually warm enough that I'm wearing shorts and my little Grand Canyon hat. I was looking for a hat like this from one of the other national parks and I couldn't find one. So I'm like 2 seconds away from ordering like a desert themed national park hat. But this one will do for now. And it matches with basically everything. So let's go get this walk in and I will see you guys on the trail.
Gentle flow in the dance of fading light we grow. You get fooled by anyone so easily. I'm lost. You say it's time.
I just went a mile out and I was like, dang it, I gotta go back now. So I'm making my way back. Hopefully it's not too loud because I totally forgot that this trail like rides the highway basically. So that's a bummer, but still get out here. When a mile out, it's like partial concrete and then partial dirt. So I wore my sneakers. Next time I do this trail and I can go a little bit further, I'm gonna wear my actual like hiking sneakers. But oh, it's so nice just to be out here. I'm just a girl though, so I keep like checking backwards to make sure that nobody's following me. And I have my AirPods. I'm listening to music, but they're on transparency mode, so that way I can hear all of the things, because safety first. But this was so nice. I had no idea that this was here. I thought it was just the concrete trail, but it turns out there is a hiking path. So I'm excited to explore this path a little bit more, but for now we have to head back to the house and get back to work, which is a bummer, but I'm gonna sit outside because it's just too nice not to. Clocked in a good 2.31 miles. I'm very happy with that. I was going to do a little less. Ooh, this is really hot. Yikes. I was going to do a little bit less, but I was sending one of my friends, one of the moms at my church, a voice memo. So I decided to just keep walking and yapping. So I did get more in than I was originally aiming for, but I'm so happy. That was really good. And a mile flew. I thought a mile was going to take a lot longer, like for me being like, oh, is it a mile yet? Is it a mile yet? I got to a mile and I was like, oh, I have to turn around. And I know I just said that in a previous clip, but I'm still thinking about the fact that I feel like I flew through a mile and then a mile back. So, time to go home. I'm starving. I am quite literally starving. So let's go have lunch and just load up on some protein, because much needed, and some carbs. I really do need a good amount of carbs with lunch, because I really didn't have any for breakfast because I just had that coffee. So this is going to be just, I'm going to call them meals today. Meal number 1. It's going to be a redefined meal. Also, my face is so red. I guess I was trying not to get sunburned, that's why I wore a hat, but I guess that didn't happen. So let's go home. Oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty. Even my legs are sweating. So I'm so happy I got that in. Yeah. All right, let's go.
So mine, but without you, I'm lost. I'm lost. Yeah, we can walk on water while the boats are leaking. Soon the walls will be giving in. Anytime now, anytime now. Another shrug of the shoulders. I guess I'll be walking home in the rain. I lost you, but then you were mine again.
Completely axed the idea of going to a coffee shop, because the one in particular that I was thinking of that's open till 9 p.m. is 26 minutes away. I thought it was only like 20. And I know it's not a big difference between 20 and 26, but in my mind, once it gets dark out, 20 minutes is closer to 15 and like 26 is closer to a half hour. So you see my logic here? So I am at the local library. There's 2 in my town. One of them is not the greatest vibes, and this one is like slightly better vibes. So I'm just really hoping I can get a booth or a table to sit at and work at. I have so much to do between now and 9 p.m. And the library closes at 9. So realistically, I'm walking out of here at like 8:50-ish. I'm going to stay as late as possible. I brought a snack. I have water, my chargers, my planner. I have all of the things. I need to make like a giant to-do list and just see like, what do I need to do now? What can wait? And what's like a long-term goal? Because I just feel like everything is swimming up here Ever since I got back yesterday, I was like, oh my goodness, I have so much to do. And it's a lot of ministry stuff, a lot of like my social media stuff, and I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed. Just a little bit. I feel like my toe is tipping the line into overwhelm. I think it's also because I'm catching up. Like, I'm doing work from last week this week, so I just feel like I'm doing double. But even still, like, I was on target last week while I was away because I scheduled everything ahead of time. I'm just feeling overwhelmed. So I was hoping a change of scenery and just like knowing that I have an hour and 45 minutes to bang out as much as possible. I think we're going to work in a little like Pomodoro style, 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. We're going to see, because 25 minutes sometimes isn't enough time for me to get into a flow state. So what I might do is like 40 minute blocks and then a 5-minute break. That might work out a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the vibes are. We'll see what my to-do list is looking like once we get in there and get settled. And then decide from there. I might not even do Pomodoro. I might even just work like straight through. So, all right. Deep breaths. We're not getting stressed. That's the biggest thing. No stress. Keeping the cortisol level down. So that way, like, because I know the signals at this point of like what's starting to push me into like high cortisol spikes. So as long as I can stay ahead of it, we're good. We're good. And I'm rewarding myself with Ralph's after this. So gotta get stuff done. But let's go. Let's head in there. Let's have a great working session.
Just let the wind and the fire, wind and the fire. Forget about everything, every truly remarkable thing. No wonder we lost. Go figure, coin toss. You say you're tired, so am I. But without you, I'm lost, so lost.
Okay, get a car with LED lights, they said. This is so incredibly bright. I need to get one of those things, the little lights that hook on to my camera. Oh my gosh, this is so light. Do we need this? No, we don't need that. We're gonna chat like this. I also need my tiny mic. Hold on, because you guys are probably hearing the rumbling of my car. All right, I think we're connected. Now we're connected. I basically shut the library down. It's 8:50 and I was like, oh, I gotta get out of here. So I was probably like one of the last people to leave that's like a regular person. I did not get done as much as I would have liked to have gotten done. I don't know. I didn't think that these things would take me so long. So basically what I'm working on is promotional graphics for this weekend for the teen ministry at my church. It's called Discipleship Now Weekend. And it's just like a little weekend getaway for them that is hosted by the church. So I was working on concepts and then graphics. Well, first, like, had to put it together in my brain and then, like, design it. We have, like, general announcements during our services on Sunday, so I had to put together an infographic for that to just be put up on the screen while they're talking about it. Then I had to do a live stream version. Then I started working on an Instagram version. All the while, I was also working on the brochure for it. So, like, it did get a lot done. I just thought I would get more done. So, I'm not mad. Like, none of this stuff is hard that I'm doing. It's just so time consuming. Like, finding the right pictures, finding the font. I have to go back and forth between my Canva and a Canva Pro that I share with my pastor's wife, because she just got Canva Pro. So it was kind of hard to go back and forth because I made the graphic originally, like the t-shirt stuff, because there's also t-shirts for this event. I made the t-shirts in my Canva, so then I had to copy everything over to her Canva, which I'm like a team member on. It was just like, oh, it shouldn't have taken me this long, but it did. So I did not work in Pomodoro like I was thinking about working in. I just plowed through for an hour and 45 minutes. I did move my seat at one point because I wanted to sit in a booth. The booths weren't open when I got there. So once I saw that one opened, I was like, yes, I'm going to move into a booth. I also listen to classical music. I don't normally do this. I'm more so a lo-fi girl, but I don't know. I feel like I listen to a lot of lo-fi, so I'm kind of like lo-fi'd out. So I needed something else to listen to while I was getting stuff done, and I was just watching a new vlog from Olivia Reads a Latte, and she said that she listens to classical music while she reads, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give classical music a try. And I just, like, zoned in. I entered another dimension while I was working, so I'm definitely going to keep doing that. And just, I don't know, I feel like I blinked and it was 8:40. It was crazy. Crazy. Also, my laptop was completely dead, so I was, like, burning time by waiting for it to charge. So I did set up my planner for tomorrow, and then I made, like, a big to-do list for this week. So that kind of, like, blew through some time, but not a lot of time. It wasn't anything crazy. So I am still going to get Ralph's, even though I didn't get done nearly as much as I wanted to get done. That's okay. I still got some stuff done. So the next time I can do this is Thursday. And then I think on Thursday what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an earlier start. I may just, like, grab dinner out somewhere. Come here at, like, 5:30 or 6. Instead of getting here for, like, what time did I get here today? 6:40? No, I got here for 7 something. By the time I ate dinner and, like, packed up my stuff. I think. I don't know. I did not have 2 hours here, I know that much. I had, like, an hour 45. So I'd like to have at least 2 hours on Thursday to come back here and work. What else? What other updates do I have? I don't know. Let's just go to Ralph's. I also do have pretzel crisps that I need to eat because I'm so behind on carbs for today. So let's head over there, get a little treat, and I'm going to call that, like, a macro cap. I'm not eating anything else the rest of the night. I'm going to end up being, like, low on food ever so slightly, but it's alright. I don't do it often, and now I know. Don't skip breakfast. Ever again. Okay, Oh my goodness. This leg workout hits every single time. I am gonna have to switch the day though to Saturday. Both leg day workouts, but this one is more quad focused. Saturday's workout is more glutes and hams. I think it'll be good to switch them. I'm just thinking it through because, so what my thought process is, Monday I do back and buys, and that's what's called the posterior chain. It's like the back part of your body. So I do back and buys, and then I do quads because the quads is like the posterior chain. I really need to start studying it again, guys. I don't remember. So I'm kind of hitting like the back side of my body, the front side of my body. Then I do chest, shoulders, and tries, which is the front side. And then I hit the back side. So maybe it would be beneficial to go back, front. Back, front. Because, yeah, I'm hitting two muscle groups in the front of my body back to back. Okay, so maybe that it would be beneficial. I'm like thinking out loud. You guys probably don't even care about this. Unless you do. I don't know. So maybe I will switch those days around. Actually, I have to because I want to be able to use a machine, and I don't think these guys come on Saturday mornings. So if I can just like book it to that machine as soon as they open on Saturdays, I would be fine. So now at this point, it's 6:26. I'm ready to go home and walk. It's so nice that it's light out at 6:30 because now I could start my walk earlier. I could do like more things earlier. I don't have to wait till the sun comes up. So I need coffee. I had the Alani, and my friends like spooked me out of drinking Alani's because they told me they saw on TikTok that like some gross stuff with Alani's, and now I'm like, I've never had an issue with them, but I have so many at home that I need to drink. So they kind of spooked me a little bit. So this morning I was like casually like sipping it, but I've never had an issue with Alani, so I need to like drink them. And then I think I'm gonna switch either to Bloom or just cut them out completely because it is a lot of caffeine, or I'll buy like the mini ones. I think Bloom makes mini ones too. I know Alani definitely does. They make a little one that's 100 milligrams of caffeine instead of the 200, because realistically like 200 milligrams of caffeine at this point of the day, now I can only have like another 100 milligrams or so. I'm really trying to cut the caffeine back. So I think when I get home, I'll make a half calf with my protein powder, my new Axel and Sledge sweet cream cold brew. I'll make that, take that on a walk, and then that's it. Like the last thing I can have is a Coke Zero, which I'll have like during lunch. So hopefully we survive the day because I'm on 5.5 hours of sleep. Not my best work, but it's all right. I'm gonna find some time today maybe to take a quick nap, like a 30-minute power nap. I think that'll be good. But all right, I'm procrastinating and I'm so incredibly sweaty. So let's go get this walk done so that way I could shower. I decided to finally take an early lunch break for once and get some stuff done. It's gonna be a super productive lunch break. We're gonna go donate a whole bunch of stuff. If you can see my trunk, it's all stuff left over from when I had storage for coffee and Goodreads. And I really don't need any of this stuff. I've been holding on to it to be like, oh, what if I need it one day? If I needed it, I would have been back there picking it out already. So we're going to head over there now. The only things I'm really going to be keeping are my camping stuff and like my emergency car stuff, like car vacuum. Actually, that's in my room. I have a first aid kit back there. What else do I have back there? First aid kit. Subaru gave me like a owner's manual type of situation. So I have that, an air pump, a blanket, you know, like the car things. Like, I feel like my car, because I don't use it very often anymore, aside from when I'm vlogging, I feel like my car has just become like storage, and I don't want it to be that. Like, I want it to be like nice, like nothing in here, like super clean. I just feel like stuff comes in here and then stuff doesn't leave here. So I want to fix that. It's also not terrible out, so I may see if my dad can wash the car, because he's gonna wash his car. So I might tack onto that and be like, hey, can you do my car too? If he has time. If he doesn't have time, maybe we can do like a little side-by-side moment and just like, I can wash my car, he can wash his car, although his is large because it's a pickup truck. So, all right, let's head over to Savers to drop off all these donations that I have, and then, oh, I have an exchange I need to do. Oh, man. I hate buying stuff from Savers because they don't do returns. It's only exchanges, so I'm like, do I just be out the $30 in stuff that didn't fit? Because they don't have a fitting room either. It pisses me off. They don't have a fitting room, so I have to bring stuff home and try it on. And then I'm like, well, I already bought it, so now, like, they don't take returns. It's only exchanges. Their book section's decent, but their books are like $2 and $3 each. So, lesson learned. Stop buying clothes from Savers and only shop at thrift stores that have fitting rooms. So, all right. Let's go get this done. And I will see you guys probably when we get back here. I have to put my glasses on because I am just doing more harm than good not wearing them right now. But they're upstairs and I'm down here. I just made a coffee. It's decaf, like 100%, not even a half calf. It is decaf. I am hitting the 2 o'clock snooze where I'm just exhausted. I've been tired all day though. So I'm not surprised that I'm crashing right now. I did want my Coke Zero, but I'm going to save that for later when it's time to go to church, so I can have a little drinky drink there. So this is just a decaf with creamer and some vanilla bourbon, like sprinkle stuff on top, powder, I guess. I always forget that I have it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I have that. So let me add it to my drink. So that's what I just did. I am pushing really hard through work right now. I'm just so incredibly tired. Like, my eyes are shut. I only have another 2.5 hours to go though. So if I can push through, I could just chill until it's time to go to church later. And that'll be fun. That'll wake me up a little bit. So just wanted to give an update on what I'm up to. And yeah, that's it. That's my update. Oh my gosh. I definitely am just yapping because I'm tired. The brain is just like on overdrive. So yeah, I'm going to get back to work. I'll see you guys afterwards. I just started my study, a new study actually, on 1 Peter. I thought I had a study on Hebrews, but I don't, and I really wanted to read Hebrews. I mean, I could still read Hebrews, but I'm trying to get through the Daily Grace Co studies that I do have, because I told myself I can't buy any more until I read the ones that I have. So I do have a bit of a TBR, if we will, for the Daily Grace Co right now. So I'm starting 1 Peter. I just finished Colossians last night. Super good. It took me a while to get through it, but I also have been going through a bit of a spiritually dry season. So I was like, no, I need to lock back in. What is going on here? So I did that last night, and it was so good when I finished it. And now I'm starting 1 Peter, and the study, I don't know how long the study is. I think it's probably 8 or 9 weeks. I'm looking for the last, I don't know, week 5. Okay, so this will take me about halfway through May, if I'm doing my math right. What's today? Today is the 16th, so this will probably take me to just about the end of May, which would be nice. And then I don't even know when I'm going to start next, but this will be good. Sometimes I do these faster than 5 weeks because, like, today's reading is literally 2 verses. And sometimes I'm like, well, I want to read a little bit more. So I think realistically I'll probably finish it in 4 weeks. I think so. Anyway, that's my update for this morning. It's Thursday. I did not sleep great. I slept a lot, but it wasn't great. According to my watch, it was like non-restorative, not well balanced. Everything that like could be in the orange or red was. So I'm debating whether to go to the gym today or not. I got 8 hours of sleep, but I do feel like I feel a little bit sore, not crazy sore, which is good. But I do feel like groggy. You know when you wake up after like sleeping a lot and you're like, where am I? Why do I feel so tired? That's how I feel today. So we'll see how the afternoon goes and the rest of the morning. If I feel any better, I might go to the gym. But if I'm still feeling like this, like throughout the day, I don't think I'm going to make it there. I think it'd be more productive for my body to take a rest day and then just go tomorrow and Saturday. So that's what's going on. And those are my updates. I'm going to get to reading this now because I have about a half hour before I need to get into work. So I want to get this done, make sure this is done because this is the priority. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to drink my coffee and read my Bible, all of the things, all the morning things. And I will see you guys probably not until my lunch break. It's going to be a busy morning. So I don't know how much talking I'm going to be able to do, but I should be able to get some vlogs. Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. It's finally Friday. I can't believe I'm saying that. I feel like this week's been light years long. First week back to work, first week home. I've just been so incredibly tired. I think I filmed like once yesterday. Yesterday I was really, really tired. Nothing could keep me awake. I was literally falling asleep at my desk. But today, feeling better-ish. I think it's just a time zone change. I don't know. I think my body just like coming home took more of a hit. Going there was fine. But coming back here, I've definitely been more tired. So I am taking a quick like 5-minute break from work just to chat with you guys. And say hi and hello. I've been quite busy. That's another thing too. Work's just been very, very busy this week. I feel like I'm catching up, doing a lot of catch up from last week, and then doing like twice the amount of work this week, which is not fun. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop in a little bit though, just to change up the scenery because I feel like that would be good for me to do that. What else do I have to say? It's gonna be a busy, very busy weekend. Extremely busy weekend. I can't believe how many plans I made for this weekend. I usually don't do that. I try to have like one day of fun and then one day of home chill, but both days this weekend I have lots of stuff going on. So I'm hoping I can film a good portion of it because it is going to be fun and exciting. So that's what's going on. I haven't really touched a book since I've been home, to be quite honest. So I do want to get some reading done in between all of the things this weekend. I should be able to at least read like 50 pages. That's the goal. Just to read 50 pages of a book. So, all right. I'm going to pack up a bag to take to the coffee shop and I will see you guys there. guys. Happy Saturday. I am currently ordering, or about to order, Dunkin' for pickup because I have money on my card, and I said, why not? I went to an event last night, and it was a Christian, women's event. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. So incredibly good. The speaker, she just oh my goodness, she just brought fire last night. And I was like, wow, God, I needed to be here for this. It's so good. I wish I had, so I left my notebook at the church that it was hosted at last night, but I'm going to get it from the organizer this weekend, hopefully. So I will share some of the notes, but wow, it was so good. I told two of my friends, I was like, guys, we have to go to, not the next one because I won't be here, I'll be in Pennsylvania, but the following one, we have to go. It was just, yeah, it was amazing. So definitely feel a push from the Lord after last night to be like, girl, read your Bible. Get in a word. So I'm working on that, getting back on track. I know I talked about it, how I kind of fell off and haven't really been reading. Haven't really just been doing the things outside of the four walls of the church. So I am pushing myself because for me, I want to have the desire, but if I'm just sitting here not doing anything, I'm not going to have the desire. I'm going to just want a desire to do nothing. So I have to remember that, the desire comes from forming the habit first, and I need to form the habit again. So I have to push myself every single day, even if it's just checking the box. That checking the box is going to turn into part of the lifestyle. Wow, that was a whole word. Okay. This is all while I'm trying to order Dunkin'. So what am I going to order today? Today, we have sound booth, and what I mean by that is basically the band at my church rehearses on Saturdays, and in order to have the band, you need to have the booth. So I got to go there and help out with that. And then after that, come back here, ? Probably come back here. I have to write the Sunday school lesson for tomorrow. I brought my stuff with me in case I was I'll go to the library. Not sure what the vibes are yet. I might go to the library. I might come home. Haven't decided. And then after that, I'm going thrifting with my friend at one of the local colleges. There's a whole big event. So we're going to try to get there for when they open. So that's the plan for today. And then I have an event tonight. So busy, but I'm going to try my hardest. I read my Bible this morning. I did sleep in, which is kind of pushing everything back a little bit. I would like to go for a walk at some point today. I know I'm going to be doing a lot of walking at Adelphi, but I would like to go for a walk and just be outside. It's so incredibly nice out. So, gotta make some time for that. Maybe before I go to this dinner tonight, if I'm not at the thrifting event. Oh my goodness. If I'm not at the thrifting event all day. So, alright. Let's go pick up this coffee because I ordered it. And I will see you guys at the church. Good morning, you guys. I am serving slicked back egg this morning. I need to wash my hair so incredibly desperately. It's not even funny. I just got to church and I just picked up some coffee, and I forgot to tell them, I just got it all over my hand. I forgot to tell them no whip. She's a crazy girl. This is a cinnamon toast crunch iced latte. We'll do a little ASMR. She was like, I'm so sorry, I forgot to mix it up. I was like, girl, it's okay. I could do it myself. It's all good. We'll do a little ASMR ice mix. That's as good as it's gonna get because this opening is so small. This is probably my favorite latte from them. It's so simple, but it's so good. And they have all these other crazy drinks, but I'm cinnamon toast crunch is just great for me. And then That is interesting. I picked up a cold brew for my brother. So I'm gonna head into church. I'm a little early today. I forgot to go to the ATM. All right, I'm gonna have to Venmo. I just realized I forgot to go to the ATM. Okay, well, that's a bummer, but oh my goodness. I have no thoughts because I haven't had any caffeine and I'm just quite literally exhausted. So I am gonna go head inside so I can drink this. I'm basically in for the night. I do have to go out one more time and pick something up, but I didn't film like any of the, I'm also putting laundry away. I didn't film any of the extracurricular things that I did today because they were kind of flops. We went to this vintage market and it was so unbelievably crowded. You couldn't even really look, and like the atmosphere was dark, so you couldn't really like see a lot of things. So we were like, all right, we're over this. So then we went to this place called the Bookstore, which was like partial book spot, partial bar. Hung out there for a little bit, and then we went to get like a late lunch, early dinner at this place called Millie's, and it was so good. It was probably the best smash burger I have ever had, which says a lot considering I just had In-N-Out like a week and a half ago. It was so good. So now I am doing a big ol' reset and just getting ready for the week because, again, this is going to be part of my personality for the next several weeks. I start a cut tomorrow and I'm a little nervous because the last couple of days I really haven't tracked. So I don't know if that's the best move going into a cut. Like, I don't know if I should push out my cut a couple of days just to regulate again, or if I should just jump right into it. Part of me just wants to jump right into it and see what happens. And then if it's like not working, just go back up to maintenance for a little bit. Part of me is like, I had a couple off days. I should regulate. And then I should start the cut next week. I'm a little fixated on the numbers right now, which isn't great. I'm like, I want to lose this amount of weight. And if I delay it, like, I'm not going to lose that amount of weight. So I need to like fix my mindset before the end of the night. And that'll decide what my calories are going to be for tomorrow, because I don't want to go into this cut stressed because it's only going to add fuel to the fire. I want to go into it excited and confident and excited. So yeah, I got some figuring out to do, but I can't figure that stuff out until I figure out my room because it's just crazy. Ever since like I got rid of my storage, I was dog sitting for like a month. I just haven't put stuff away. Stuff has just been out. So once I get all this stuff away, then I'm going to sit and plan and just reflect and be like, all right, what are we doing? Like quite literally, what are we doing? So I'm just finished putting away a basket of laundry. I just have these socks to match. And then, oh, these socks are kind of ruined. That's a bummer. These are my Gymshark slouchy socks, but you can tell I was walking through sand and clay because they're like orange. So, all right, I might have to get rid of these. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm like sweating, but it's kind of chilly out, so I was told to either close my windows or close my door. So I closed my door because I want the breeze. But I don't have any reading updates. I haven't read. It's just been busy. I don't know. I gotta carve out the time to read. I could be listening to an audiobook right now while I clean, but I've been talking all day because I was with my friends and I was at church this morning. So I kind of just want like music and silence, which is what I've been alternating back and forth between. So I don't really want more talking. Maybe that'll change later, but for now, I'm gonna go put my music back on. My Coastal my day list is Coastal Grandmother Brunch Sunday afternoon. It's pretty good. It's like Jack Johnson and Leon Bridges and stuff like that. So, all right, gonna finish this up. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys when I start planning for the week. Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. I am going to the gym. Bit of a later start because this weekend, honestly, I didn't check all of my healthy living, health and wellness boxes, and I woke up at 4:45 feeling like absolute garbage. So I said, I'm gonna go back to sleep because this is only gonna make my Monday that much worse if I stay up right now. So I got up around 6:40. It is now 7:07. And we're gonna see what the gym is looking like at this time because I still want to go this morning. I have the time. I might as well. If I can't find parking, I'm just gonna come back here, throw a sweatshirt on, and walk. And then I'll try again on my lunch break. But I don't think it should be too terrible right now. I don't think. I could totally be wrong though. So, happy first day of my cut. I don't know if I'm excited or nervous. I'm a little bit of both. I know I have said this 100 bajillion times. This is the first time I'm doing a cut since pre-2020. I did one cut in like 2018, 2019. And then I started my first bulk 2019 into 2020, and then everything shut down. So I have basically been yo-yo eating, which means like between 2020 and like 2023, I wasn't tracking a single thing. I was just eating whatever, whenever, very in the gym inconsistently. And then when I started working with my old online coach in, I want to say it was 2023, it took me a while to get on the macro bandwagon again, because when I was originally tracking, pre-2020, I was very strict with it to the point where if I had even just like 5 grams over my goal, I flipped out. So I was really hesitant, but something in me knew I needed to get back to tracking. And tracking is not meant to be like a long-term, like, this is my life. It's just meant to help you get back on track and be a guideline. Like, I'm not going to be tracking when I'm like 40 years old. I mean, I don't think, unless I get into competing. I don't know. Never say never. But I am enjoying tracking right now. There's been quite a few days over the last like 10 that I've been home. Or how long have I been home? 8 that I've been home. That have been kind of inconsistent. But I have a foundation rooted enough that I feel like it's not ruining my progress. So, and my weight's been hovering around where it's been hovering since I've been consistently tracking now for 2 months. I want to say 2 or 3 months. I think it was about to be 3 months before I went to Utah. So I'm just jumping right back into it. So we have a first day of the cut today. Tracking. I am not going to tell you guys like my calories because that's very specific to me right now, and it's also just a giant science experiment. But I will tell you that I'm taking like a 400-ish calorie deficit. I want it to be ever so slightly aggressive because I do have a big trip in July that I'm kind of like working towards. But if it causes more harm than good, I'm going to add some calories back in. So that's the plan. And I'm excited. So let's go hit the gym. And I'll see you guys when I get there. Hello, you guys. I wanted to come wrap up this video because I haven't talked to you in a few days. So we need to wrap this up. No other reading updates. I really have been slacking in that department. I started a book. I read a chapter of it last night. And then I got frustrated because I had the wrong e-reader with the wrong library card on it. And the book that I was in the middle of is on the other one with the other library card. So I was like, man, I read the wrong one. And I didn't really want to start a new one because I'm in the middle of like 4 books right now because I just keep picking up the random e-reader and it's not the right library card. So like I said, I'm going to wrap this up here because otherwise it's just going to be like 2 weeks long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, all the YouTube things, and I will see you guys literally in 2 seconds. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notifications. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.